Eyes, eyes, eyes. Drawing eyes. Don't expect yourself to be a master of eyes yet. When drawing the iris, you're going to want to make it as round a circle as you can. Notice how I shade in the top of it here? It's just to indicate that the upper lid is going to go over that area. You'll notice here that I'm making a few guiding marks for myself. That upper lid's going to come over halfway across the iris. And those marks just help me make sure that I keep that upper lid where I need it to be. You can also see how it overlaps the top. Now down here at the bottom, I'm making a guide mark to show the lower lid. My iris is going to be just above that lower lid. This little U shape I'm drawing here is the tear duct. And that line right there is the fold of the upper eyelid. I'm going to pencil in some lashes, not necessarily individually, but groups of them to start with. When I draw my pupil, I want it to be right in the center of the iris. Find the center of your circle. And now I'm going to draw out where the highlight's going to be. Eyes capture light and they reflect it back, and so an eye usually has a highlight somewhere in there. You might want to go to a mirror and just look at your eye and see that. And then at this point, I am shading in just the shadowy parts of the eye. Here I'm blending with my finger just to color in the rest of the iris. When I do that, it muddies the rest of it, so I need to come back and I need to add contrast back into the eye. So I'm going over the pupil and then going around the edge of the iris, which tends to be a little bit darker, and putting a few flecks of darker color inside. Getting close to being done now. I'm going to come back and I'm going to add some contrast in that. The upper eyelid shadows the actual eyeball, so I can put a shadow in there along that. And there's a little shadow down here in where the bottom lid is as well. I noticed when I finished this that it still looked as though the iris was sitting on top of the upper lid. So in the next part, you'll see me change that. By continuing to darken that upper lid, it really adds to the effect that upper lid is actually wrapped around or enveloping the eyeball.